Hiya folks, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Grooves, a channel where I react to and review music of all kinds. Today we'll be checking out the Genshin Impact version trailers 1.0 to 1.6. I'm excited to check these out because you guys have been asking for them for a while, and all the animations and stuff I've seen from Genshin so far have been fantastic. And I know there might be some spoilers here, but I'm willing to take that risk because the content that it's really interesting every single time, and I always really enjoy it. So this will be fun. And if you got anything else you'd like me to check out, make sure you throw that down in the comments. And while you're down there, hit the like button and subscribe. And I've also got a Patreon now, so if you want to see extra content from me, you can go check it out over there. It's only $2 to get access to all the videos I have over there, so if you want more content, there it is. But anyways, without further ado, let's check out version 1.0 gameplay trailer.
Windborn Outlander, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning.
Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the Statue of the Seven.
So beautiful.
Venti, the bard that sits around doing nothing all day?
He was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering.
I will not stand for such impertinence!
To ashes!
I, Fischl, Prinzessin der Verirrtelang. Eat this!
This looks so cool. Like, I'm almost getting chills just from the beginning, just how awesome this looks. Like, I've only seen little bits of gameplay here and there, and little bits of like obviously I know like Andreas and Dvalin and things like that from the music I've listened to them from, but actually seeing them in action and seeing like the bits of the boss battles and things like that, like, it's so awesome looking. And also these attack animations and the style and like the characters and also just the world itself. Like, every time I get to see more of it, it always blows me away, but how beautiful it is. And I can't wait to check this game out, which I'll be playing next month on October 4th. I'll be starting the game, so. But as I said, like, it's different when you're playing it versus when you're watching things like this, because it's like, I'm just watching a trailer just like I would at like E3 or any kind of like game announcement thing. But it's very different when you actually have your full control over it and you're like going through and building up your characters and stuff like that. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Seeing what the gameplay is like and all that type of stuff, getting to experience it all. So even though this may spoil little bits for me here and there, overall I'll still absolutely love my journey through Genshin, I'm sure, because I'm excited for it. But let's get back into it before I keep rambling on.
Prinzessin der Verirrtelang. Eat this!
Let's dance! If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me? Time for takeoff!
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
One step closer. Maybe soon I shall finally uncover the truth of this world.
I swear by my sword!
With sword comes shadow. Blaze into light!
Verdict is...
Nice. Wow. Stunning. Stunning how beautiful that is. Holy. Like, again, just, I love video games. I've loved video games my whole life, just like I love music. But yeah, I don't know, just something about how beautiful that is visually. Like, I can't wait to explore that world. It's gonna be so much fun. Holy. And that really didn't spoil much of anything. Like, I just got to see a lot of the characters and their movesets and things like that, which is really cool. Like, I've seen some of the demos, of course, but like, just getting to see them one after the next and see like a bit of their movesets and the attacks they're doing, and like also the enemies. Like, I'm curious about the monster types in this game because I've only seen like little bits here and there in the demos and stuff like that, so getting to see more monsters is something I'm also looking forward to. It's really cool. Let's see what 1.1 has for us in store for us. New star approaches.
Boats are made for transferring.
I also want to mention, like, that last one, I didn't really talk about the music, but the piano and the strings were so good. Like, such a beautiful piano melody going in there for the first kind of gameplay trailer, and the strings were also fantastic. So let's keep going on this one.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
This is the largest one we've seen so far.
The Fatui! They're attacking the glacial ballista!
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more?
Farewell, old friend.
I am the least adept with the bow, and that is precisely why I must master it.
Ooh, that opening sequence was so cool. Like, again, I don't know what's exactly happening there, but it seemed so awesome. Like the swirling whirlpools in the water, and like the water creature there coming out, like it's all so awesome. Like, holy. And then like the music as well, like it just started with like a fairly intense piano melody, and now we're getting into a little bit more strings, and just, yeah, it's fantastic. Like they always do such a good job setting the stage for these, like from a music perspective, and the visuals just add so much more to just being able to see these things and see it all in action. Like, it's so awesome.
I am the least adept with the bow, and that is precisely why I must master it.
A guitar.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Nothing can be accomplished without rules or standards.
Ooh, the guitar and the drums there are so nice too. Like, it's such a nice backdrop for that piano melody. It's kind of just flowing through the whole thing. And this is also fantastic. Getting, like, because again, I've seen the character demos for these characters, but just like seeing them all introduce themselves is just like really, really cool. Like, all very badass characters looking, like, and the attacks they're doing and stuff. Like, it's all so awesome. Like, so stylized and stuff.
Think you can bully me?
Pyrotechnics! Oh yeah, rock on!
D, Luke! Oh, I can't stand him. Diana Special!
Damn. Holy. That was crazy. I can't wait to see that in game and actually experience these things. It's so cool. It is a shame though that I'm only starting now and I've missed like certain things, like the like limited time environments and things like that. It's a shame not to be able to go and explore those and experience that and stuff like that, like where Midsummer Nacht Fantasy comes from and stuff like that, because that song is fantastic, and getting to experience the environment would have been awesome. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure there will be other new kind of timed event locations that they come up with later, but still, I'm excited to check it all out regardless. Like, it's just, it looks so awesome. I can't wait. The Chalk Prince and the Dragon.
Do you know the story of Durin and this mountain? Snow gathers atop this mountain and never melts, which is a most curious phenomenon. In fact, I believe that the very sword in your hand has Durin's remains in it. As such, who could I find to help me if not you?
Into position! Prepare for battle!
Getting a little cold?
This is so much more ominous. Like, I believe this is Dragonspire now or something like that, maybe. But yeah, the starting music was almost like music from a horror movie, like the bum 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 bum. Like, it's just very ominous sounding. And now we're kind of building it up, and like, I don't really know any of these characters or many of them, especially like the enemy characters, but it seems really cool, very stylized, and I love the character designs of them, like that frost woman there, like, and stuff like that. Just very cool, very stylized. And that sword, like, I'm curious what the sword, like, there's something trapped inside of it, and I don't know. But this is awesome. And yeah, just visually it looks beautiful, like, and the music also, like, it's only starting to build, but I'm curious to see where it's going to go from here. Very ominous.
Genius? But I don't think I'm any genius. Moment of birth!
My job is to honor my contract with Rex Lapis. All hail!
Ow. I really like how you have like the strings picking up now and you have almost like a synthy bass background like melody going on there. It's just really well layered, and again there's a lot of tension here, like a lot more than the last couple version trailers we heard, but it seems a lot more intense overall, which is very cool, and this looks pretty crazy.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Beautiful.
I made a new discovery while sketching nearby. There's an area up ahead that's quite remarkable. The truth of this world. What could it be?
Glad they're bringing in the guitar here. It just helps round out that melody even more, and it's already a really good melody. It's really solid, but yeah, it's picking up and becoming a lot more hopeful and adventurous of a theme as opposed to just being tension and kind of I don't know, stressful energies coming from that. Now it's getting a lot more hopeful, a lot more energetic, but very cool. It's like setting up the stage for like the dangers and the difficult things that'll be coming, and then going into like, now you're going to go on your adventure and solve it all, and there's hope and stuff like that. Very cool. That guitar.
Was the two of us meeting really a good thing?
Interesting. So is Albedo the Chalk Prince? I don't know, but it's very, very cool. Very intriguing environment and setting and all that type of stuff. See how it goes from here. Can't wait to get that sword. No. Alright. Yeah. Items you'll get from it. That's cool. I mean, if I had any idea what these items meant, I would care more, but still. Nice little piano melody to take us out, though. Very cool weapon designs and stuff, though. Let's see what 1.3 has in store for us. These have been all so cool so far. Just all make me want to play the game more and more. All that glitters. It's a Lantern Rite Festival. Oh, wow.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How?
The question is, will this make me tear up like the Liyue theme has the last few times? With the Lantern Rite Festival element to it. It's just so beautiful. And this is also so beautiful. It's always cool to, like, after going on adventures in a game like this, then you have like a little respite section where you're just kind of, everything's peaceful and everyone's kind of celebrating, and like just a little bit of like a slice of life element to it that's a lot more peaceful. And yeah, it's always really cool.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made? Wow, so many stalls.
Such a beautiful piano melody with the string backdrop. Oh, Just so touching, so beautiful.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
There seems to be something mysterious about this photographic apparatus.
If you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you?
So beautiful.
Their voices. I can always hear them.
Before we get too far away from that melody we were just on, like, it was so good. It was almost had like, if you've ever heard music from like Mario Galaxy, it had elements of that. Like, obviously it's not inspired by it necessarily, but it just, like, they have similar soundscapes and just like very like hopeful, beautiful melodies that just are so touching, and the way that they like invoke those kind of emotions. And Disney does this a lot too with their music, being able to like kind of pull on the heartstrings, and just how beautiful the melodies are and the way that they're structured and stuff like that. Absolutely stunning. And now we're going to get into a little more intense section, which is cool.
Their voices. I can always hear them. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name. Evil conquering! Do not judge Adepti by your mortal ideals.
Adepti.
Try!
I'm guessing this is Asdaya, maybe? Or Asdaha, I don't know how it's pronounced, but very cool. And the music is also really interesting. Like, it was almost going back and forth there between the strings and I think the piano there in the background. I'm not exactly sure, it was a little synthy, but very, very good, very interesting. Nice. That was awesome, the way it kind of just like built up really intense and then kind of went down, and then as he changed to another form, the music blew up again. It's awesome. Wow. So stunning. Oh, wow. Absolutely beautiful.
Paimon will help you find her, and we'll spend the next lantern rite together.
So beautiful. Wow, this is such a melancholic and beautiful melody here, this piano melody. Like, I'd love to have a song, just a full song, this on its own. Just a beautiful, chill, like, mournful, melancholic piano melody like this. Like, it's so beautiful. Again, I'm almost getting chills just in this ending sequence where it's showing off, like, these are the new features. Like, I mean, it's still cool to see, like, adding a camera and stuff like that. I'm curious of where you'd actually use that and how you get use out of it and stuff like that. But it's really interesting and very, very cool. Again, visually, it's absolutely stunning, and the music so far has been absolutely phenomenal too. And I don't think I've heard many of these songs either. Like, maybe elements of them, like there's some leitmotifs that are kind of carrying over, but overall, I think these songs are kind of a little more unique, which is cool. Like, this is very good. See what 1.4 has in store for us. Invitation of Windbloom.
So, Traveler, the Mondstadt Windbloom Festival. Do you like it?
This is so much lighter than the last one. Right off the bat with the accordion, now we got the kind of woodwinds instruments coming in, and so beautiful. Like, in a different way than the last one, but still, like, very high energy, very happy. This is very happy music so far.
Come on, put your skills to the test.
Mini games?
Come enjoy the Windbloom Festival.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that Genshin had mini games like that. That's really cool. I love that, just having little side activities to do in the game like this, like not just straight adventuring all the time, which is fun, I'm sure. Like, it seems like a lot of fun, but just it's nice to have little side activities every once in a while. And this looks awesome. It looks like a lot of fun, and also the music's just fantastic. Again, very hopeful, very high energy, very happy. It's a nice change from before.
Festival.
Go adventure with you? Just like we do if I was on your adventure team? Could I ask you for some guidance on my chivalric training?
I'm still feeling quite uncomfortable.
Side quests.
I feel much better now.
Well, it's a little embarrassing to say, but...
Look out!
Unofficial business?
How's the research going?
That looks awesome.
Don't overdo it. Let me take care of the dirty work. I hear you've got a job for me. You can't run! Lights out.
Such a fantastic, like, almost chiptune synthy melody there, like, really interesting and different from everything we've heard before in these kind of character or version trailers. Like, very interesting melody there, and the percussion, like, almost like popping bubbles or something like that. Like, it's really cool. That was so cool. Like, that synth melody there with that boss battle, I mean, the boss battle itself looked incredible. Like, it looks so cool and so interesting, and I'm assuming it's a boss battle, not just a cutscene, but it might be. And the music, just, yeah, it was so good. Like, just really driving kind of synth melody there, and the way that they, once again, brought it down for a second there and then brought it all back up. Like, it just helps progress the melody along and, like, add some dynamic elements, which they're always so good at with these games. It's so cool. Just the music's so good. I'm curious if this is something that's exclusive to this specific area, or if it's something that you can find throughout the game, like little mini games and stuff like that, or if it's just for this festival here in particular. Because I don't know, I'm just curious about that. Seems like I believe this is the same kind of wistful piano melody for the ending section. It's still absolutely beautiful. Like, but yeah, I don't know if there's a specific name for it, but it's very good melody here. It's like the perfect way to just do an outro as it's showing off all the side stuff. Let's go on to 1.5. Beneath the light of jadeite.
If it is fated, we will meet again.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Evil child?
This is I, Ashtaha, forged of elemental crystal. The enraged earth will not absolve you! Ah! You stand upon your tomb.
Quake! There is a fine line between good and evil.
This is order. It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me. So here lies the wisdom of the gods. To dust!
Okay, well, I was clearly wrong about Azdeha being the one from before, but because this guy's much bigger and much more ominous and actually talks. So, but it's cool to hear his theme kind of in the backdrop of this sequence here. Kind of just like, obviously this trailer seems to be the introduction to this fight. Like this whole sequence here, it's awesome. Like he seems like such an interesting boss battle.
Of the gods to dust.
Hey, wait a minute. Does this count as martial arts? Ready for trial. Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Inadmissible evidence! Well, I guess I've mastered both the pen and the sword.
People tell me that if I just spoke more softly, others may find it easier to forgive me. But the only reason they think that way is because they've never been branded a pariah before. I condemn you! Freeze to the core! Eye for an eye!
Like I was saying, it's really interesting to see like the different types of monsters and creatures that you fight and bosses and stuff like that. Like that, it looks really cool. It's so cinematic, the environment that they're in and stuff like that. Like it's just awesome. And again, the music is fantastic. I believe some of these I've heard in the character demos or the Ajdaya theme or whatever and stuff like that. But still, it's great to hear it again, and just great melodies in general. Fantastic music.
Vengeance will be mine.
That guitar.
This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Is this co-op? It's a fantastic little flute melody. Like you hear the good bit of percussion in the background, and the core flute melody is just, it's very beautiful, very touching, and these scenes we're seeing around it, it's just also very beautiful environments and stuff. I believe that's an Urhu or whatever. It sounds amazing, and the visuals also like this. Like, oh, it looks so cool, so beautiful too. Like, it just, the music helps add such a such a well-rounded element to this. Like, just seeing the visuals alone are awesome. Don't get me wrong, but hearing the music as well, it just again adds that extra layer, and it's absolutely amazing. Like, I can't wait to experience this in game. It's going to be fantastic. Awesome. So cool. Oh. You're able to create your own hub or something like that? That's what this is? Interesting. On here. Like a hide and seek game or something like that, like prop hunt or something. It's really interesting looking. Curious what's going on here. More side quests. Cool. So much to do, so much to find, so much to get. That's awesome. Right, 1.6 is the last one for today's videos. Midsummer Island Adventure.
Master Jean, I want to ask for some time off because I want to go somewhere.
Oh, speaking of which, I still have a promise to keep to Klee. Those fish won't blast themselves.
I got a terrible, terrible letter and need to go to a certain place. Dodoco is very important to me. I won't lose to Dodo King. Humming along to the rolling waves, it's so romantic.
This definitely feels like a Klee style theme here. Like very whimsical, very upbeat, very energetic. Again, I don't know much about Klee or anything. I just seen the demo, but it definitely seems like that's their style of melodies and style of music and stuff like that. And they seem like they're a big part of this kind of beach episode kind of sequence here, something like that.
Lose to Dodo King. Humming along to the rolling waves, it's so romantic.
It has something of the unknown about it and seems to have its fair share of dangers. And yet, the mystery is all part of its beauty.
I need to bring Jumpy Gumpies, Dodoco, and myself. Let's go!
This melody is so good. Like the way it keeps like, I don't know, arpeggiating or just like bouncing up and down and stuff like that. It's so good. And yeah, the different elements coming in and out, like, oh, it's such a nice melody. Such high energy, like, I don't know, just happy melody, I guess.
Myself, let's go!
This is awesome. Some boat stuff. You get a boat, you get to shoot stuff with the boat. That's cool. This game has so much more than I expected it to have already, and this is just like version 1.0. I can only imagine how much they add in all the other versions. I'm excited to check them out too, because yeah, this again, I was just expecting like basic adventuring game with a lot of like really cool story and elements and stuff like that, but the fact that there's mini games from the Wind of Bloom one, now we see a boat, like maybe a hide and seek in the last, like I have no idea, but there's a lot that I didn't expect there would be, and it's very cool to see. Again, with the melody, we've got almost like a Mario kind of happy, upbeat energy kind of a vibe there. But there was also like a little synth in the background that was very interesting, like that little synth, like bubble popping melody kind of thing. It's really cool, really interesting, like way to round it out with the strings that are very meaningful and beautiful and happy kind of thing. Very cool. That little jingle is so nice.
Wicked girl of flame, you have finally arrived. I've waited far too long. You dare face me. Though such courage is admirable, but it is now meaningless because...
the light in their vision will fade away.
Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents, and hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
So we've got like a battle arena, and that boss is really cool looking. Like I love the kind of Oni mask in the like the face, and then there's like marionette strings who are controlling him, like who's controlling this creature or this monster. Very cool though, and very intriguing. Just want to learn more. I know you guys have mentioned visions at some point, but I still don't quite understand or know what visions mean or what they're for or whatever, but I'm excited to find out.
Uncovering hidden talents, and hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Your opponent is new to the clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
The vision is missing.
The sounds of nature turn into a clamor of noise during stormy weather. The winds are coming. Clouds high. The birds come!
Nice.
In the outset, supposing each of the 7 Archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. The voyage to...
I'm guessing that's, yeah, Inazuma, so that would be Raiden Shogun they're talking about here. It's very cool.
There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. The voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove to be the most arduous.
Nice. Wow. This is a really interesting melody too, like very much feels like an island style melody, like very peaceful, again very kind of calm, just very calming, very tranquil, this melody, and also just a very beautiful piano melody overall. Very cool. Another mini game. That's cool. Boss trials? Collectibles? Awesome. It's a great melody. But yeah, that absolutely blew me away with how much there is in Genshin that I had no idea about. Like, mini games, the boat, like, being able to create your own kind of settlement to hang out at. Like, there's so much more to this game than I expected. And just, it was so cool to see, like, all these different characters in action and, like, see the different environments and some of the bosses you fight and stuff like that. Like, again, there's so many cool things to this game. Like, and I can't wait to learn more about the story too, because I only have, like, very kind of loose grasps of the concepts in this game, in this series. But the more I watch and the more I play, I'll obviously learn more. Like, I can't wait to get into the game and actually delve deep into the lore and, like, learn everything about it, because I love to do that. I love to, like, focus on everything and kind of just absorb all of the lore across the entire series and kind of get to know it all. Yeah, experience it for myself. Because like I said, it's very different when you're just watching on a screen as opposed to playing it yourself, because then you're in full control. You create your team and all that type of stuff, and, like, you're going through the adventures on your own, not just seeing what the adventures can be, like the elements of the adventures here. But regardless, the music was absolutely phenomenal in these, and the visuals were so cool. It was nice to be able to see, like, all these new mechanics I didn't know existed in the game. Like, this is awesome. I'm really glad that you guys suggested to do this, because that was a lot of fun. But anyways, if you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.